Hello, everybody. My name is AIJ, and today we're finally going to be continuing Project Nuclear Downfall after 2 weeks of chilling. I will stop being lazy and lock in. Okay, the first thing that will happen is the Americans, French, and British will end their occupation of Germany, creating the Federal Republic of Germany with Austria. The Americans will also end the Americans, Italians, and British will end their occupation of Turkey. The occupations in Germany and Turkey are over. They would establish the Republic of Turkey. Belgium will colonize the Congo, starting the second scramble for Africa. The NCR will also get involved in this scramble for Africa, with them establishing a colony in West Africa. The Federal Republic of Somalia will split Ethiopia with Italy. Britain will expand rapidly into Sudan. The NCR will also colonize some more land in the Ivory Coast. And the NCR and America will colonize Ghana. The British will colonize this part of Nigeria. The Soviets will get involved. And they will go all the... Oh, wait. The Soviets can't get involved because they have the worst geographic position. They don't even have access to the Mediterranean Sea. So, the Soviets will be left out of the scramble for Africa. The Spanish will claim Benin, as the French will expand to take Chad. The Germans will also get involved and will take Cameroon and Namibia. In fact, the British will give them Namibia as war reparations. The new California Republic will also colonize some parts of Africa. Portugal already has some colonies. Denmark will get into this colonization war and will colonize Madagascar. Sweden will also get involved and will colonize Kenya. The French will expand into the rest of Western Africa. Splitting the Congo. This is not the Democratic Republic of the Congo. There are two Congos. This is the Congo, and that's the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Sweden will also take Gabon. The Germans will colonize more of Africa in Tanzania, and the Swedish will colonize Uganda. This is how the final scramble for Africa borders look like. And they look ugly. The Americans will continue to expand into the Caribbean. As Brazil will also expand into the south. They have reclaimed Brasilia, but Sao Paulo will remain their capital. Paraguayans will come out of their bunkers. Yeah, that's Paraguay. Paraguay is not to be confused with Uruguay. Venezuela will also come as a democratic republic that's aligned with NATO. The Brazilians will continue to expand. Oh wait, I discovered that this is Brasilia, not Priscilla. Bolivians will come out of their bunkers in La Paz. As Brazil continues to expand. Into South America. The British will colonize here. in Guyana. The French, which are still called Free France, will colonize French Guiana. France. Bolivia will expand to take the coastline. Because historically Bolivia has no coastline. Because Chile took it. Chile? Paraguay also has no coastline. Because they're landlocked. Yeah. Brazil will also keep expanding. Argentina will come out in Buenos Aires. Peru will also establish themselves. Here. In their country. Chile will also establish themselves in Santiago. Patagonia will establish themselves in South Argentina and Chile. The British will expand their colony. The Danish will also claim this colony. And they will call it Danish Guiana. The Germans will also colonize some parts of the Caribbean. Argentina will continue to expand in this wasteland that they found themselves in. Because the world is just a no man's land. The Chinese will expand into China. As the other Chinese, the People's Army will annex Mongolia and will expand into East Turkestan. The South Koreans will take this part of the Shandong Peninsula. I think that is. Is that the Shandong Peninsula? The People's Army has captured Beijing. And China has been reconquered. As the wastelands become more habitable, Myanmar will also come. I don't know what the difference between Burma and Myanmar is, so I will accidentally call Burma Myanmar and Myanmar Burma. The Federal Republic of Somalia will take this island, as Denmark captures some more islands. The Indians will also start some colonization, taking the Maldives, and where are the Seychelles? Here they are. Multiple countries will colonize Antarctica. Yeah. Ecuador will also get in its existence. Here they are. And finally, Colombia will get existence in Bogota. And now the Cold War can start. Turkey will get independence, but they will be split between East and West. And East Germany will also exist. Yeah. The Ifsavan crisis will happen, where Soviet troops will attack Iranian troops in Ifsavan. The crisis will end with the Allies giving in and giving Iran to the Soviet. Here's socialist Iran. Okay. Revolutions. Finland will take Karelia, as the Sami People's Republic will take over Murmansk. The Soviets will annex some parts of Turkey. No. Greece will have a revolution supported by the Allies and the Global Liberation Army. The Greek Revolution will start in Athens. And Greece will become a republic, aligned with the GLA. Time to start decolonization. Ethiopia will gain independence. The British will give Palestine independence. The Germans will give Namibia independence. Yeah. The British will give Egypt independence. Here they are. The French will give Vietnam independence under the South.
What, Ed? Get Grace.
Grace! Laos and Cambodia will also get independence. Yeah. Okay, anyway, that's going to end this video. Please like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. I'll see you in the next one where the Soviet Union, where the Cold War will accelerate. Bye!